It's a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
For the third time this year, Minot High and Jamestown come together on the girls' high school volleyball court. Tonight, it's after the halfway point to the season, and we are live from Minot High's Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome in to tonight's Shields pregame show for this matchup between number 2 Jamestown, sitting at 25-4 overall, 13-2 inside the conference, and the Minot High Magents at 10-17 overall, 4-9 inside the West region, currently sitting number 7 in the West. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelchin for the call tonight at the Shields pregame show. Doc, first things first, great to see you. How have you been?
I have been well. Nice to see you, Nick Holberg.
Should be a fun one tonight. Anytime you get to see a team like Jamestown that's climbed their way up into the number 2 spot inside the West region, you know you're going to be in store for seeing some good volleyball here tonight. Minot High had a challenge like this the last time PSP Network was in this gym for Minot Magent volleyball, and that was a showdown against Century. Your thoughts back to that Century matchup, the number 1 team uncontested in the West region right now, and how well Minot High played that night. Does Minot High have a shot here tonight if they could play like that?
Oh, absolutely, Nick. Honestly, what I've been seeing from Minot High over the course of at least the first half, or what are we at, 60% of the games here, is they are playing better longer. So they have stretches of better play that are longer than they were at the beginning of the year. So if they come out like they played against Century, they have a really good shot tonight. And honestly, they played Jamestown, would it have been Friday night in Fargo? Right? They lost in a best of 3, I guess, so they just played an automatic 3 games, I bet. They lost 2 sets to 1. So they've seen them. They're ready. And again, if they have that type of play that they had last week against Century, they have a really, really great chance tonight. What worries me a little bit is that Jamestown's coming in here, and I don't know, they obviously played in that tournament too. I'm seeing a match win streak of 9. I don't know if that's accurate with that Fargo tournament, but they're on a roll, right? It's tough to stop a team that's on a roll like that. Because when they get in trouble, they have better abilities to get themselves out of trouble. If you notice that with that Century game, right? They lost that 3rd set, I think it was, right? They came back with a vengeance, right? And they knew what to do, right? When you consistently win, you know what to do to win, right? Minot High's not quite there yet. But if they can compete and stay tight with them, every single set, I really think they have a great chance tonight, Nick.
One thing that really hopped off the paper for me in looking at this showdown here tonight and going through the Jamestown roster was the amount of digs that so many different players had for Jamestown on the season. It's just hard to score on these girls. They've certainly been good on the defensive side. Nobody really standing off the paper as far as the number 1 inside the conference statistical ladder or anything like that, but it just seems that this Jamestown crew, led by a former Minnesota Golden Gopher and Sarah Hagerly, they certainly have some abilities to play defense, and they also have the abilities to play smart, and that seems to be the name to the game inside of WDA volleyball.
Yeah, and I don't know, Aspen Peterson, do you see, like, she's leading the WDA in digs. And that actually stood out to me when you handed me these wonderful sheets that you prepare for me every match, which I really appreciate. I just show up their listeners, and he's got all the goods for me. Number 1, her number is 5, and that was my former number, so I'm looking for that. And number 2, at least one of my attributes that I loved to play the most in the sport of volleyball was defense. And so I'm really looking forward to watching Aspen. What it says is that the ball is, if you want the ball to hit the floor, you're going to have to work really hard or have really good angle shots, because we as a team from Jamestown and Aspen are going to be all over the floor, digging up balls and making it tough for Minot High to have kills and have really good transition defense.
Let's take a look at this matchup a little bit further down here on our Shields pregame show. Shields, by the way, offering everything you need, from clothing to footwear to sporting goods, fishing to fashion, you name it at Shields. They're dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, and so much more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Have you been in the new Shields, by the way?
I have, because you sent me there. Remember, you are so sweet, and you're like, Spelch, go get yourself a couple shirts and let me slap the PSP Network logo on that. And I was like, okay. So this wonderful lady helped me, and we bought some really nice things. I don't know where they're at. They're probably still getting the logo, and I'm guessing you're wearing something probably from Shields. So wonderful for Minot, right? Wonderful for Minot to have a store like that and really have everything. And I mean, they really keep bringing up pickleball, but they have a really good selection of pickleball rackets. Obviously, their golf has jazzed it up for all you golfers out there, of which Nick and I are golfers. Some days better than others, I think. But I think they have a simulator. Did I hear that?
That is correct.
One of 45 that are in Minot right now.
Shields brings you the pregame show tonight and everything that you need for sporting goods, fishing to fashion, you name it. Let's take a look right now at the standings inside of the West region. Century number 1 right now. They're unbeaten on the season in conference play at 13-0. Jamestown number 2 at 13-2. Who they lose to? Well, Century beat them, and then they ended up splitting with Legacy 3-1, and then they took care of Legacy 3-0 later on in the season. Legacy sits number 3 right now at 11-2. Bismarck, the Demons, are 10-3, sitting number 4.
God, that's a tight top 4. Hey, Nick?
It really is.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting come tournament time because we all know that that's when it gets really interesting.
Right.
You've got Dickinson at 5, St. Mary's at 6, Minot and Williston tied for 7th. Watford City, Mandan, and Turtle Mountain round out the 11 in the conference. You see that T7 next to Minot and Williston. Both teams 4-9. How big does that make tonight for Minot High against a really good Jamestown team here tonight?
I really think that a win tonight for Minot High would really have a huge difference in their season. So I really think tonight is critical for Minot High, absolutely. Kind of to try and get to the middle there with Dickinson and St. Mary's and put a little pressure on the top 4. But wow, that top 4, if you look at the top 4, right, they're 3 to 6 matches ahead in wins. That's a lot. How many matches are left in this season?
We're getting down the stretch. All I know is that at the start of November, we'll have our conference tournament, so that's only
4?
That's only 20 days away, so
maybe on a break I'll count the weeks.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I'll look at the calendar.
A big one tonight, nevertheless, as we come down the stretch of girls high school volleyball. We've got a good one for you tonight. Jamestown, number 2 in the West. Minot High tied for 7th in the West. Both teams are going to be on display here tonight, trying to get some pivotal points inside of conference play. Come back to our Shields pregame show and dive further into this matchup tonight. The Blue Jays and the Jets play here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Minot and Jamestown, toe-to-toe. How many times have you heard that in West Region play? In a lifetime, quite a bit. Two old school rivals going toe-to-toe here tonight in high school girls volleyball. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelchin for our Shields pregame show. Shields again offering everything from sporting goods to clothing to footwear, hunting and fishing gear, you name it, everything that you could possibly think of at Shields and Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you the pregame show here tonight. We're about 40 seconds away from the official introductions tonight. Let's take a look real quick at the UPS store's tail of the tape, if you will. UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturdays 8:30 to 3. UPS stores located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. We'll salute our country here in a moment, but you see these numbers on the sheet here tonight. Is there any that really stand off the paper for you on some girls we should have our eyes on here tonight to the showdown?
Yeah, I really feel like Zoe Czar, again, she's the emotional leader and obviously the kills leader for Minot High, and then on the stat list for the entire WDA, I think she really has to have a breakout match here tonight for Minot High to have a chance to beat Jamestown. I always say this because serving really is kind of like something that's like overlooked by maybe the fans, but as a longtime player and coach, serving is really, really important. So if Minot High and Falcon and Duffner can continue to serve strongly, put Jamestown on the defense per se with their serve receive, get them out of their sink offensively. I think that'll be a huge difference tonight too, Nick.
Yeah, that was a major key just the other night when Minot High played Century. The aggressive serving certainly was the name to the game. Well, we're going to salute our great country, the United States of America, the playing of our nation's national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Just about set and ready for tonight's volleyball showdown between Minot High and Jamestown. Let's take one more timeout here on the Shields pregame show. We'll come back and get set for our opening serve tonight with the Blue Jays and the Jets here on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
It is showtime in the Magic City tonight. The big West Region matchup, Minot High and Jamestown. Let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show here tonight. Shields and Minot Bismarck bring you the pregame show tonight. Minot High will be in white, Jamestown in blue. It's Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Speltram for the call here tonight. Huge one tonight for both of these teams, but the impact at the top of the ladder in the West Region for a Jamestown win tonight really could be big, even bigger if it's a loss for Jamestown and what that will cause in the standing shuffle in those top four.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here tonight. Especially, I love watching the first part of the first set and seeing what the competitive level is. Here's a surprise. Kaylee Teets is starting for Minot High. So that's, I think, at least the first time I've seen her start. So she must have worked hard this past weekend in Fargo and has earned a spot in the starting lineup. So good for her.
Teets up front along with Avery Lundy. The other one on the front row is Leah Walter. Grace Sanders in the maroon uniform for Minot High. And serving the ball here is Taylor Falcon. The other one on the floor is Terrell for Minot High. It's the Blue Jays with too many touches. And Minot High registers back-to-back points to start things off tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of standout offensive players for Jamestown here. So really look for Minot High to capitalize with a strong offense from them.
Ball sent into play. Front row it came here for Nold. Sent over on the attempt from Hawkinson. It was dug up by Minot High, and the Blue Jays are back on the attack. Block at the nets.
You know, we talked about this in the pregame, how number 5, Aspen Peterson, is leading the WJ in digs. You know, if I'm Grace Sanders, I really, really want to compete against that tonight, and I want to kind of show her my skills. So hopefully Grace Sanders has a great digging match tonight.
Too much on that one. Minot High leads 4-0, and the Majets have to be happy with their start here. The Blue Jays, we certainly know, we talked about it. You touched on it in the pregame show here tonight, that teams that are this good don't usually find themselves on the opposite ends of runs for too often. Can the Blue Jays come up here? They can.
Yep, and there's she's 7th in the WJ in kills per match. That is Bernadette Newman. So I think it'll be Newman versus Czar tonight a little bit.
Jamestown to the service line. They're going to put it in play here with Riley Joseph, the senior.
Pass.
Tipped over the net, dug up by Joseph. Big swing coming there. It was dug up from Sanders in the back. Block at the net, might have had some help from the white tape, but Jamestown's back within 2 at 4-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You know, I just mentioned Sanders for her ability to compete against Peterson on the opposite side here. She's had a good pass and a good dig, so good start for her.
Teets across. That's Nold. On a tee to the outside hitter. It was dug up from Minot High again. Minot High returns the favor with Terrell. Big smash coming there from the middle hitter, and Haley Hankinson comes up big.
Yeah. Oh, that's Haley. Got it. Haley Hankinson out of the middle. Thanks, Nick. I need to study the roster sheet a little bit. Maybe I should get the sheet prior to me walking in 20 minutes before the match starts.
Well,
I'm coachable. I'll get there fast.
No, you're doing a great job. In your defense, Newman is on the floor.
Thank you.
Two of the taller girls out there. Minot High leading 5-3. We'll take you no matter what. The former standout for Minot State. There's a kill coming, and the Blue Jays register the point. It's now 5-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
What I noticed in that run, that for us, service 4-0 run here for Minot High, was that Jamestown was just hitting balls out. So now they're keeping balls in place. We'll have to see how Minot High reacts.
Broadcast tonight on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Roger Ward Moving and Storage, helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com. How about the play from the Blue Jays? Hello.
Yep. So there's the 7th in the WDA in kills per matches. That's Newman right there. Number 12.
128 of those for her on the season. The average is out to 11.6 per match. Not a bad stat line for her. Sent from Knoll. Fired over Lundy with the dig. Now Czar on the other side had that one spin off her hand, and the Blue Jays have their first lead of the match.
You know, great dig there by Lundy, and a really nice set by Falcon. I think Zoe was just kind of inside of the, too far inside on the outside spot there.
Zoe Czar, she gets some sweet redemption and hammers that one home.
And I just wonder, with that previous play, what I was saying is I thought that set was pretty solid. Maybe she's supposed to set the ball inside for Czar to hit it. So maybe just a little miscommunication, because that play was excellent, and that was definitely an inside set for Zoe to crank.
Ball put into play, nice dig off the service attempt. That one's going to be hit far. Too much muscle on that one from Bernadette Newman, and now to play it went.
Yep. She's got topspin on her swing. That's unique to see.
Anything stand out yet tonight with this Jamestown team?
No, you know, everybody's just kind of, again, it's so funny to watch, right? Everybody's kind of feeling each other out. Really, since I've watched Minot High this season, really, they've kind of always had this like tight first set. So critical, I think, is probably, I don't know, when you get to like point 14, 15 and see who runs away with it, or if it stays tight.
Trumbauer had the kill. She leaves the set to now Leah Hagerly, the coach's daughter, comes in to serve it up.
Nice pass by Sanders on that play.
They work it around, and the kill was theirs. Finding the open spot on the floor was Bernadette Newman. See why she's in the top 10 in the WDA for kills. Found her spot and went cross court.
Yeah, you called that, Nick. That was a beautiful cross court shot.
Big thanks tonight to Andrew Woodbeck running the camera on the PSP Network. Woody, it's great to see you. That one rolls across the tape. Ball's in play. Quick shot over from the Majets, and a nice play from Falcon. Even better dig coming there from Hagerly. There's another swing, and we've got ourselves a dogfight here in set one.
Yep, definitely a nice rally here.
Blanco gets up and trying to put it down. Same thing on the other side. Sanders has to run after it. Kept alive by Lundy. Free pass coming from Falcon. Down to the front row. The swing coming. Block at the net, and a big one sent back over. No look behind the back from Nold. And Jamestown gets the point.
Yeah, great rally there for both teams. That was a nice little play. Remember that for, what do you call? We call it the move of the match. Is that what it is? Write it down.
Moving and storage. Yes, absolutely. Nold with the no look.
behind the head.
Behind the head.
And that was a second ball, so I don't think Minot High was expecting it, but that was great defense for both teams during that rally as well. Mackenzie Duffner back to serve, a great server for Minot High this year.
18 service aces for her on the season. Oh, look at the velocity coming off of that one from Nold. Swing back over. Minot High scores as Erin McLean puts it in for her 33rd kill of the year.
Yeah, not a lot of kills, but you know what? When you're coming off the bench and you're kind of a role player, you need to pick your spots. And when you get an opportunity, get a kill. So good for her.
Front row it comes now here for Hagerly. Sent it over to Nold. Kept alive for Minot High, but the ball goes on a play. And it's now 10-9. Blue Jays on top of the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Front row smash. Blue Jays are warming up now. McKenna Knoll delivers another big-time kill.
Yeah, she's really got some nice technique. She looks like she's 6'5" from up here. I don't know. I know she's not, but that's what she looks like.
Blue Jays don't
She's getting up there.
They don't have the heights listed, but you're certainly right. She has some height on the front row.
Minot High is giving a lot of free balls here off of serve receive.
Another smash coming, dug up. Sanders, Minot High student section was at volume for a moment. Czar, trick shot over, kept alive by the Blue Jays. That one's gonna go deep, but it goes off of a Minot High finger.
Net violation there, Nick.
Oh, thank you
net
so much.
Yep. There might have been a call of touch, but the net violation happened first. At least that call did.
3-point lead here for the Blue Jays at 12-9. Qualley and Girding are the officials here tonight. That's Sydney Girding, the daughter of Janice Girding. See her quite often here in the Minot High gym as well. That one's going to go into the net. Jamestown registers the point, 13-9. Blue Jays are on top.
Yeah, timeout here by Coach Gertzen. And what the difference is right now for the listeners and viewers is Minot High struggling on serve receive.
13-9, Blue Jays lead. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Well, out of the timeout, you get a good look at Avery Lundy and company for Minot High. They came out with an early lead here tonight. They find themselves down now in the match. That score on the screen is wrong.
Yes. And this is actually a good reminder for us to write down the score as soon as the set is over.
That's exactly. Nick, I'm all over it tonight.
I'm going to give you one of those shoulder punches. Yeah.
13-9, it's Jamestown on top. We're in set number one actually here tonight. They've got set two on the board. We taking that scoring right off of the scoreboard here. No matter what set it was, there's a big kill from Zoe Czar. She unloads one Minot High back within 3.
Again, I think what needs to happen here is Minot High has really got to figure out their serve receive. What they're doing is really essentially giving free balls off their serve receive to Jamestown, who is coming with a stronger offense.
Swing from the far side, blocked. Now Sanders. Nwankwo sends it over and she scores.
Nwankwo, again, that energy that Minot High, I think they subbed her in, I don't know, it was like 2 weeks ago in a match. And she's kind of kept her spot in the starting lineup, so good for her.
One of those JV players that really showed some talent, came in with an opportunity and hasn't looked back since.
And one of the things I'm noticing here for Minot High, really a solid block tonight.
Over it comes. Dug up now on a tee here for the Blue Jays.
Here's a free ball.
Freed over, comes back away down to Lundy. She tries to tip it there. Blue Jays with possession on the kill attack. No good. Block at the net from Nwankwo. Set up here. Here's the swing. Good rallies all night long here. Lundy's got an easy one. She tapped that one home. And Minot High back within 1.
Yeah, Nick, again, Minot High, I am impressed. They are having solid blocking at the net tonight. Haven't seen that this year yet.
Big smash coming there. Sanders with a dig. No, that was a bad one right at the net.
Yep.
And we're going to take a step aside. There's a player down for the Blue Jays. That leg came down real awkwardly. Hopefully She'll be all right. We'll come back here to Magic City Campus Gymnasium in just a moment. 14-12 injury timeout on the floor.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, some good news as we come back to Magic City Campus Gymnasium. McKenna Nold walking off. She's got some help of Trinity Sports Medicine. Dr. Desham down there. She's in good hands. Your analysis of that play, the knee just kind of looked like it bent awkwardly, or was it an ankle, you think?
I don't know who. The way it looked, honestly, was that McKenna unfortunately came under the net and landed on Lundy. And I got to say, great set by Duffner to Lundy, great swing. And I think there was just a collision underneath. It did sound bad and it looked bad, but she looks all right. Like she looks like she could get back in. And she's made a difference tonight already. Nold in the first 26 points of this match. So,
well, hopefully Nold will be all right. The junior center and middle hitter here for Jamestown, a key piece to the system for the Blue Jays. They've got themselves a 14-12 lead. We're in set number 1 here tonight. Scoreboard is wrong. We are aware of it. Ball's kept alive. How about the play coming there from Kinley Anderson for the Blue Jays? Swung over down to the front row again here for the Blue Jays. That one had some power. Sanders had the dig. Now Lundy kept alive. This has been an entertaining set number 1 here tonight. Plenty of rallying so far in this showdown.
yeah, and if you notice, like just lots of swinging away, which is great, and lots of great digging. Like I'm seeing great defense from both teams.
Polanco comes up with a big-time kill attempt. Peterson had the dig.
Yeah, there's Peterson, number 1 in the WGA with the dig.
Over the net it comes, and finally the points are registered. That time it's Regan Terrell.
Yeah, I'm trying to see on Jamestown who came in for Nold. Do we know that?
I believe it was Kinley Anderson.
Okay,
yes.
and she is a junior. Not much. I don't know how much time she's seen on the floor this year, but here's her chance. Make a difference.
42 kills on the season for Anderson.
There might be a timeout here, I bet. Yep, there it is.
Good call.
Yes, yeah.
Sarah Hagerly wants to talk things over. Minot High has taken the lead back at 15-13. Got ourselves a teeter-totter affair tonight here at Magic City Campus' Gymnasium.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Back and forth showdown tonight in set number 1 here tonight, 14-13. Minot High's on top. It's Nick Holberg alongside of Melissa Spelchin for the call here tonight. That's Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call. Well,
Thank
Doc,
you, Nick.
what do you think?
I think this is a bit of a scrub match here for the first set. Yeah.
A little bit of a barn burner tonight. West Region play. Minot High, number 7 in the conference. Jamestown currently number 2. Same amount of wins as Century, who's number 1, but Century's beat them on the year. All kept alive, then played. Minot High's going to register the point.
You know, I'm noticing some parents here. So what happened and what they're upset about is that Duffner's foot went under the net, under the line all the way. You know, when I was playing, if it happens and it doesn't impact anybody's play, it's allowed. So that's why there wasn't anything called. I have to admit, there's a lot of fire in the gym too. Like it seems on every play, everyone's kind of fired up. So this is fun to see, fun to watch.
Minot High student section here tonight. They're all dressed up in their pajamas tonight. I'm not exactly sure what the theme is, but
maybe pajama night. Should we have worn our pajamas?
I think we probably
I
should.
don't know, Nick.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want to know my pajamas.
I don't think they would let me into the gym in my shorts without a shirt. That would probably scare some people away.
I'm not going to say a thing.
This one's sent back. Jamestown keeps it alive. Free pass over.
See what Minot High can do here.
Sanders to Nwanko. She's going to try to put it down. How about the defensive job there from Newman?
Yeah.
Results in a point on the kill.
Nice play by Newman on the dig, and really a nice shot to the position 1 for Minot High of Benet. That's awesome. Benet Franck. Nice job.
Tipped over, dug up. Frank's gonna have another attempt at it.
So she likes that. She likes that play, that little like tight hand shot, not a full swing with an open hand, but that push shot.
Touch on that for a moment. Jamestown leads 17-15. What makes it difficult to stop that shot?
Well, just because you have a little bit more control as to where you can place it, right? Because just think, like I have my hand here, and I know I'm showing Nick here and not the viewers, but I have my hand like this. I can kind of move that ball anyway. That really was not a shot that was being played, and when I played, it really wasn't. It was open hand, and or we used to use our fist quite a bit, which is funny to me now. That has zero control.
1 point, the difference here in set 1. Oh, hello, that was a big time kill.
You know, Hackinson's going to have to step up here with Nold out of the lineup right now. And you know, something to talk about, Nick, and I don't know if it impacts other sports the same way, is that when you have a starter go out, like that's tough on your team, right? Because you're just naturally worried. And again, I think fans, she's going to be okay, and she might get back in here. But still, that's something weighing on Jamestown's mind. And as a coach, you're trying to say, hey, just get it out of your mind, go out there and play. But that's still, it's easy to say, tough to do.
Kenzie Duffner had the kill for Minot High. Yeah, you talk about just the leadership aspect out of somebody like Nold, who's been around for Jamestown for a while and one of their top players coming from that front row in the hitting positions. Just having that court leadership that's no longer there for this set obviously can be a little bit of an issue.
Right, and you got to focus on your game, right? You can't focus on where she's at and what's happening to her. You got to focus on playing.
Big serve there from Taylor Falcon, her 17th service ace of the season, and we're tied at 18.
She's been super impressive behind the service line.
Jump serve puts it into play again. Trouble for the Blue Jays on that return, but they make something of it. How about a point coming there from Haley Hankinson? She puts it across, and she's going to score. She's actually committed to play at the University of Jamestown for college volleyball.
She's going to be a Jimmy.
So is Riley Joseph, who serves here. Joseph not going to play volleyball for the Jimmy. She'll actually play softball for Jamestown. Big time swing, too much on that one coming from Bernadette Newman.
Great information you got in the pregame before I showed up and tried to memorize names.
Very
well done, Nick.
Very thankful for the conversation with Sarah Hagerly tonight.
Yeah, she's I think I've been getting some texts from some former teammates. I'm going to give a shout out here soon, but great reputation for Coach Hagerly. Yes, it seems in the volleyball world.
Without a doubt, 12 years as the head. Look at that kill attempt. Another big dig there from Falcon. Another kill attempt. Lundy had that one dug up.
Minot High has shown up on the defensive end. Blocking, digging, very impressive.
Newman's going to drop that one in, and Newman scores after a couple gigantic swings that looked like they were good as gold, and Minot High dug them both up. Jamestown finally gets one on the point, and they turn the corner at 2019.
Yeah, and smart play there by Jamestown, right? They pound 2 balls, right, that get dug up. So what do you do with your third attack? You tip the ball. Smart volleyball.
Czar didn't get all of that one. 21-19, Blue Jays lead. Hagerly, in her 12th year as the head coach of the Blue Jays, won a state championship back in 2013 with Jamestown. Originally from Moorhead, Minnesota, she played for the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Oh, really?
She was there for a year and a half before she walked on, by the way. Finished her college career and college days at University of Jamestown. This ball sent over, big kill for Minot High. They stay within one now. That was a monster kill coming, and Minot gets the service back.
Yeah, and I'm going to give some credit there to Taylor Falcon on her sets. Not only are her sets looking good, she's evenly distributing the ball. I don't know if I talked about it tonight yet, but Minot High has been kind of strictly out of power position. They've been shooting everything to the power position, Blocks start keying on that. So what I'm noticing is that they're distributing the ball and giving more opportunities to your middle and your right side, which frees up your power position.
Big swing there. It was touched by the fingertips from Minot High's Falcon. And Jamestown showing what kind of muscle they have here. Minot High playing a great defensive front here in this set number 1.
Yeah, and have you noticed, Nick, which I know just kind of like raises your blood pressure, no miss serves.
And then, and of course, you have to say it right then and there.
Did you not know I can predict the future?
The announcer's jinx. 22-21.
Yeah.
Jamestown on top.
Well, and here's Minot High again with one of their best servers this year in Mackenzie Duffner. See if she can get on a 4-point run.
Dropped it, dug up from Joseph. Smash at the net.
Here's a nice free ball pass.
There's a swing. Came up from Peterson. Little tap shot over. The Czar's going to dig up. Front row here from Hagerly. Across it comes on the swing. Czar goes up after it, tried to toss it down to the corner.
That was smart play by Czar. Obviously, I would love for her to keep that in, but she will the next time, I bet.
By the way, Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you the showdown here tonight as well. Northern Plains Heating and Air, over 25 years of experience as your heating and air expert. Seal your heating and air game with Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them at northernplains.com. The Jets score the point.
Yeah, nice pass by Lundy. Great set by Duffner. Good kill by Czar. Nice play off a serve receive. That's what you need to do.
Well, it's a nail-biter here in set number 1 tonight, 23-22.
Really great serve and even better pass there by Peterson. Wow.
Lundy with the opportunity.
Since that 4-point run at the beginning of the set that Minot High had and based off of Jamestown errors, not a lot of errors happening in this set, which is really good for the fan to see.
Big time kill that time as it's hammered down from Kinley Anderson. And Jamestown puts Minot High on the ropes here with our Serve Pro set point at 24-22. And Jesse Gertson, the head coach of Minot High, with a nice timeout here to see if he could salvage a set 1 victory.
Usually I've never been a fan of the 24-point timeout, but because the the set thus far has really just been a dogfight, no problems with this one here. Because Minot High, honestly, the way both teams have been playing, Minot High has a really good chance of getting a serve receive side out here and a point. This might be the best time for me, too. I got to give a shout out to my former teammate and good friend, Sarah Carlson Deutsch. Love to see her in the Minot High gym here tonight. Sarah, love you, bud. Looking good.
I don't know that she heard you. Throw something at her.
Well,
maybe.
No, but she did tell me if she's not listening now, which she isn't because she would be looking at me right now with me saying how good she looks. but she'll be listening later, and I'm sure I'll get a bevy of texts.
24-22, Serve Pro set point here for the Jamestown Blue Jays. 24/7 emergency service. It's Serve Pro, and we're on set point here for the Blue Jays. Big kill for Minot High, and out of that timeout, it's Aaron McLean that sent that one right off the shoulder in the front row.
Yeah, I mean, she's had 2 big kills, and I know that sounds minuscule, but I mean, they've been big impact kills.
Markers into the game here for Jamestown as Nold went down early on here in set number 1. Hopefully she'll be all right. There's the set point, and the kill is Hawkinson.
Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Hawkinson?
Delivers it home, and it's 25-23. Blue Jays take set 1. Boy, that was entertaining.
Very much so, and honestly, a weird kind of play to finish. It was odd. The ball had hit the ceiling on the Minot High side after the setter. Jamestown setter came, and she knew she was back row, so she couldn't jump. So she just one-handed setted that thing. But anyways, I want to say Hawkinson, she powered through on that offensive shot. So good for her. I'm expecting a really solid match here.
Entertaining set number 1 without a doubt here tonight. Jamestown takes set number 1 by a score of 25-23.
Yeah, I'm distracted right now, Nick. If you want to look up and look at the pajama section just quick. Is that a Christmas tree pajamas or what's going on there? And I really would love to see you in those pajamas.
I think that's
Your wife would probably love to see you more in those pajamas. But I'd love to see you. I would love to commentate next to you in those pajamas.
Next time, maybe we'll see what we're able to do. But I don't know that those are. I don't know that those are for me.
Like, really? I could go down and ask him if he'd rent them to you, maybe.
That kid weighs about 100 pounds less, and I don't think it's going to work. 1-0 at the end of 1.
Damn Planet Pizzas, the Galactic.
That's what I'm telling you. 1-0 Blue Jays on top. Set 2 is next.
Broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
One set down. We play 5 sets tonight if needed. First team to 3-set victories will be the winner of tonight's West Region Volleyball Showdown. 1-0 at the end of 1. Jamestown on top on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelcham for the call here tonight from the Magic City. Minot High comes out on fire and takes point number 1 of set number 2.
I mean, honestly, every time McLean's been getting the ball, she gets a kill. If I'm the setter, I'd give her the ball a little bit more.
Avery Felka back to serve here for Minot High. Ball sent deep, but it's set up here by the Blue Jays. They're on the attack. Both teams in set number 1 were very impressive defensively. There weren't many clean kills in that opening set tonight.
No, really, both teams were super impressive with their digging game. Minot High, again, I'm quite surprised their block has been on tonight. But Jamestown a little stronger offensively, especially in those critical moments at the end. Right? So
Leah Walter drops that one in. Well, that seems to be an Achilles heel for Minot High on the season in the games that we've had the opportunity to cover. Back to serve, by the way, Taylor Falcon.
yeah, I would say that. Like and obviously they lost Thursday night, I think you said, 2 games to 3, right? They're taking teams to 5-set matches. My guess is what's happening is maybe towards, the 12th point, 13th point, 14th point in that 5th set, something's breaking down. And what I notice, it's not all things. What happens is either balls start getting hit out or serve receives poor. So hopefully they can finish one here and tie up the match at 1-1.
Sent over. Blue Jays keep it alive. Jamestown, the heavy favorite in this showdown here tonight. They've got 2 wins against Minot High here on the season. 3-0 in the first matchup of the year. That was at Jamestown.
Nice touch there by Walter on that block. Like, that's how it's supposed to get done.
They played last week in the Fargo tournament. Jamestown won 2-1. Off to the front row it comes. Tipped at the net, trying to keep it alive was Walter, but the point registered here for the Blue Jays, and credit another one for Benet Franck.
Yeah, nice job by Benet. I haven't mentioned Leah Hegerly. I'm guessing that's the coach's kid.
That's correct.
Yeah, so she's distributed the ball really nicely. She's got nice hands. Sophomore? Am I seeing that correctly, Nick?
That is correct.
Okay, so grade 10. It's nice. She's tall, too. And she probably still can grow a couple inches here.
166 assists on the season for the sophomore.
Okay.
It's 15.1 per night for her. And
okay.
When you look at numbers like that for somebody that's a sophomore, obviously this Blue Jay team, with what they did last year, where they went 24-13 overall, 3rd in the West region at 14-6, you see where they're at now, and it's a program that doesn't look to lose any steam heading into next year.
I love that play by Zoe Czar there. Sorry to interrupt your thought there, but
Czar tried to take it to the back. Kept alive. Point registered here. Another net violation, is that what that was?
No, so it was just nobody on the block touched it, right? So that ball hit the tape and came back on the Minot High side, and so that's considered 4 contacts. You can only touch the ball 3 times.
Czar sends it across with a free pass. Kind of handcuffed by the first attempt. And speaking of handcuff, look at that, was a rocket that I wouldn't want to stand in front of when winding up was Bernadette Newman, and she's got another kill here tonight.
Yeah, kill leader for Jamestown. And a great serve receive, or what happened there was Minot High serve receive struggled. They gave a free ball, and Jamestown capitalized with a great free ball play that resulted in the point.
Block at the net. Minot High's going to register the point on the stuff.
What I need to see, I think, a little bit from Minot High is, again, really pleased with them distributing the ball to other spots. Their power hitters need to step up and get some kills, and that's Zoe Czar and Avery Lundy.
When you look at what Minot High has done on the kill category, those are 2 that certainly come to mind when you look at what they've been able to bring to the table. Big one there is Zoe Czar is going to add another one to her resume here in her senior campaign.
And I don't know if the fans are watching, especially those of you who are well versed in volleyball. Zoe Czar, she's really inside on defense from her front row position. I know if you remember in set 1 when there was a cross-court shot, and you actually said that was a really nice cross-court shot. I remember that. It was because Zoe's so kind of inside. It's a unique space. I would love to see her take a step back, but obviously the coaches know better than I do right now.
Sent into play. Czar has to go over near the seats to retrieve another free pass. Front row again, look out.
See, yeah, I mean,
Bernadette Newman with an absolute howitzer on that one again. And All of a sudden, the Jamestown Blue Jays are right back in. Set number 2 with a 1-0 lead, trailing by 2 at 7-5.
Minot High has to figure out a better way to send free balls. Or don't send them.
Zara across. Easier said than done. With Jamestown's really putting the heat on with some of those kill attempts. Zara with the issue at the net to Jamestown back within one of the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
And what I mean by that is you got to have a little bit of zhuzh or some sort of speed on your free ball. I mean, if you're passing the ball over, that's tough to do, except if your back is facing the net. I used to do something. If I was sending a free ball over, I'd have a little bit of like a wrist flip at the top of it, because then it would create spin on the ball. But if you're just handing a nice, easy free ball to Jamestown right now, I mean, they are second in the WDA. They're going to come at you hard offensively, and that's what's been happening.
Blue Jays have been impressive in this showdown tonight with their hitters. Another one there for Newman. And Newman's got the motor turning now. She's really taken this set number 2 in her own hands here.
Yeah, nice play by Jamestown. I got to say, Minot High's block was timed funny there.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Jersey Mike's Subs.
Ooh.
Jersey Mike's brings you the Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Take a look at this week's Player of the Week, brought to you by Jersey Mike's when we go to our next timeout. Jersey Mike's Subs, located on North Broadway in Minot. They bring you the matchup tonight along with our friends at Hub International Insurance in Bismarck. Hub International Insurance is the leading North American insurance brokerage for personal and business insurance needs. It's Hub International Insurance at 355-3100. Minot leads by 1, but Jamestown not letting Minot High get away in this one.
No, they're not. But I mean, again, this was a bit of a teeter-totter, similar to the set 1. Set 1, Minot High was up 4-0. Same with set 2 here, and just a lot of Jamestown clawing back in, and then we'll see what happens here in the middle part of this set. You know, in terms of Jersey Mike's, the Big Kahuna chicken I really like. I feel like I could call you the Big Kahuna. Or that'd be a good nickname for you, Nick.
That would be a good nickname.
Nwankwo.
I think Nwankwo's got the Big Kahuna arm on her because she goes up and slams that one down.
I don't know. I feel like every time she does it, right, it's such an energy boost. I don't know why the ball doesn't go to her more.
10-9, Minot on top. Here comes Jamestown with another kill attempt. That one bounces around on top of the net like a basketball on the rib.
There we go.
Little off cue there coming from Hawkinson, and she put it into the net. Minot's got a 2-point lead. Sanders back to serve for the Majettes. Big block at the net for Minot High. From the back row. Here's Lundy now, and Lundy sends it over. Another attempt from the Blue Jays from Frank. Minot High's going to drop it in on the fingertips of Aaron McLean.
Okay, I said it before. I'll say it again. She is getting a kill every time she gets the ball. Let's give her the ball more.
12-9, Minot High on top, but Jamestown wants to talk things over. Sarah Hagerly brings her crew together. You can see Hagerly right there on the right to the screen with the words of wisdom for her Blue Jays, who trail by 3 here in set 2. As promised, a look at this week's Player of the Week brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Congratulations to Jaden Sparrow, the Minot High quarterback. This week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. Jaden led Minot High to a victory over Bismarck High last Friday night, the same week that he signed to play quarterback at Minot State University.
So good for Jaden.
Congratulations to Jaden Sparrow, the Minot High quarterback that is this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. We'll come back with the remainder of set number 2 right after this.
The way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
That's the question of the day, Doc. I'm not exactly sure if that's vinegar or what that is on that Jersey Mike's commercial.
I think there's a little bit of vinegar. I think some flavored vinegar, some sort. That Jersey Mike's uses. I think they bring it to all their catering events, and you can drink it straight if you want.
Yeah. Kind of like Shots Crossroads Ranch.
Yeah, ranch. Oh my gosh, we're just going to be drinking liquids here.
Hagerly had the stuff at the net. Jamestown back within 2. They're now within 1 on a Minot High miscue. Speaking of food, Planet Pizza brings you the showdown here tonight. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. It's Planet Pizza bringing you the broadcast tonight. Mouth-watering pizza and chicken wings, the best wings in town in my opinion.
Yep.
Planet Pizza's out of this world. 852-1700, you can call and order now.
Did you talk to Tony Mueller about bringing us some chicken wings in our final match here at Minot High? You better give him the heads up on that one.
I've been waiting for him to show up. I haven't seen him come through the door yet.
Oh, bummer. You know, yeah, I got to say this. We've had a 4-point swing since we started talking about chicken wings and Jersey Mike's sauce. You know, volleyball, if you blink, I tell you what, you can have a shift in momentum.
Well, we've shifted to tied now at 13-13. Hawkinson had the kill, then a service error. Minot High got the free point. Is there something in this set right now that either team can do to really take a stranglehold on what's happening here? Or is this just good volleyball tonight?
I think it's just good volleyball. For some reason, these teams are matching up really, really well. I mean, the standings don't say so, but obviously this specific match, Jamestown versus Minot High, really some great back and forth volleyball. Nobody really has taken a stranglehold. And so what I would say is just keep playing. Like, don't look to run away with it, just keep playing.
Lundy had the kill. That sends Falcon back to serve. Off of Hagerly.
Good touch.
Smack coming there from Trumbauer. Net violation on the Blue Jays.
Yep, net violation by Trumbauer. Sophomore.
A few more net violations tonight. It just seems like some aggressive play here maybe is the name of that game.
What I'm honestly seeing from Jamestown is they come flying on their approach in the front row. Like, I really do see them coming, and they come pretty darn close to the net, and when their feet land on their offensive approach, I mean, they're either close to the line or on it. So I don't know if they must be coached to do that. A big flying, like if you watch Hawkinson's here follow through, right? Like she started almost behind the attack line. So I think that's a coaching move, and good for Hagerly. Like, she really wants you to come with a full momentum, right? Moving forward and attacking that ball at its highest point with all of your power. So great technique by Jamestown. Kudos to the coach.
Service ace there from Riley Joseph. 11th ace of the season. We haven't seen Noel back on the bench yet here for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Hopefully she's going to be all right. Making another service ace as Joseph drops that one in.
You know what might be happening there is she definitely rolled her ankle at the minimum. Hopefully that's all it is. But sometimes, honestly, rolling ankles, and I think I've rolled my ankle 1,042 times in my life on the volleyball court. And then, you know, now because my ankles are a little weaker, I could roll it just walking. That's why I'm always really nervous. But hopefully that's all that it is. And they must be catering to that a little bit with some ice. And we'll see. You know, I think probably the coach is looking at this like, hey, let's give some players a chance to come in here, make a difference. Minot High's not running away with this in any way, shape, or form. And so we'll stay here and protect Nold a little bit, right? She might be in, if you recall, the old ice baths. Do you remember them at all?
No, thank you.
No? Okay, well.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yes, I mean, that's actually a good story. I came to college and I had never had that happen, right? Where you go ice bath, you go heat, you go ice bath to speed up the healing process for your ankle. Oh my gosh, that first time I was put in the ice bath, I was like, what am I doing here? Yeah. That's my exact thoughts. How about, but you know, in my hometown, I would have been off for, 10 matches. I was literally off for one match.
Not sure if this college volleyball stuff's for me. How about Czar hammers that down and scores?
Again, a nice tight set here. Great volleyball. Nice to see the fans. Good crowd here tonight, I'd say.
They are engaged in this one. Good student section tonight for Minot High. They've got an 18-17 lead. It's Jamestown on top of the BNC National Bank scoreboard, however. 1-0 with a 25-23 win in our opening set tonight.
Did you see that little flip back there that Czar just did? That's what I was talking about earlier, right? If you put a little spin on that free ball, except we're just giving too many free balls, Nick.
Big smash. That one's going to go deep.
Minot High is giving too many free balls. My apologies.
19-17, but Jets on top. I knew what you meant.
Yes. So a great match for the viewers that are watching PSP Network tonight. Thanks for showing up.
Service ace for Minot High, and it's now Minot High that has turned the corner at 2017. Jamestown's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, and I just want to correct you there on that one, Nick. It would have likely been a service ace, but the upper official called out of rotation.
Oh,
so somebody either left early for Jamestown, which puts them out of rotation, or they were positioned wrongly in terms of their sequence. And so that was a good catch by the referee. I think the upper referee, Sherry
Qualley, that's correct.
Sherry Qualley. So nice catch by them.
Minot High turned the corner. 2017, they lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Finale of set 2 is next.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
A dogfight tonight between the Blue Jays and the Magents here at Magic City campus. And a long service ace brings the Blue Jays back within 2 at 2018 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Jamestown up 1-0 here in set 2.
Yeah, and big kahuna here. I got to give credit to the lines judge, Myrna Gathman. She is a legend of an athlete for Minot, North Dakota, and she just called the ball out. And I was famous to argue with the lines judges. I wouldn't argue with Myrna.
They're going to replay the point on this, I do believe. Is that right? The score stays at 2018. No, Jamestown does register it.
I think what the call was, they tried to pancake that. Minot High did, and they didn't get to it. And Coach Hagerly was yelling that ball landed on the floor. So
Czar had a big swing, but she sent it long. And we're tied at 20 as both teams turn the corner.
So 20 is turning the corner for you, I'm noticing. Okay, got it.
That might be made up terminology. The walk goal blocked at the net. The arms gone up. Stuff was made at the net from Jamestown's Kinley Anderson, and Anderson with a big block there.
Yeah, good timeout here by Coach Gertson, right? That they had, Majets had a 2-point lead. It's now been a 3-point swing. And he's intense here in the huddle. I love this.
Jesse Gertson, the Minot High coach, has words for his team. We come down the stretch of this one. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make.
Well, we get a quick look at Jesse Gertson as we come back from the commercial break. The Minot High first-year head coach. He replaced Sherry Carlson after her run with the Magents. Does the timeout work for Minot High? They trail 20-21. Sent over by the Jays. Free pass again. Jamestown sets up their offense. Front row. Rockwell with a nice stop at the net.
She was up there for an hour.
Another one for her. That ball's going to be passed on over by the Blue Jays from the back from Peterson. Now Czar didn't get all of it. That one drops on the tape, but it's the Jamestown Blue Jays that lead 22-20.
Great rally again. I think Jamestown maybe got away with a lift ball there when that ball was kind of scrumming around off of their block.
Service ace for the Blue Jays makes it 23-20.
Look for somebody to step up here and have a big pass for Minot High.
Otley scores the service ace, trying to force serve pro set point, but Minot High with too quick.
Taylor Falcon with the tricky dump there. That was your words, tricky.
That was tricky.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming either. 23-21.
That means it was really well done and timed. Jamestown didn't. That was the most important people that didn't need to see that.
Into the net it went off of one of Minot High's top servers, Duffner. And now we do reach the Serve Pro set point. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology for fire and water, cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
We just seem out of Minot High seems out of sorts here.
Tipped over the
but
net.
There's a chance.
Czar's going to set it up. Czar gets it back, sent over. Minot High scores off of Zoe Czar's kill.
Yeah, a little off-speed shot there by Zoe. You have Newman in the back row, so now's the time to go. I hope Minot High is aware that the setter's front row, because she obviously could be a threat here with a dump.
Nice serve, came up onto a tee, sent over, too much on it. The Magents are back within one.
Yeah, and I got to give Reagan Terrell, tough serve. She's going to get some time to think about it. This is like a kicker. Trying to ice the kicker, you're icing the server.
Blue Jays need one more point to take a 2-0 advantage. Quick timeout comes here. Well, there's a conversation now at the scorer's table. Jamestown didn't have a timeout to take, possibly.
Isn't that a yellow card? I don't know.
Well, we'll keep it right here.
That ball almost went out, too. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That ball, I think that ball was going out, but wow.
Well, we're going to need extra points in this one. You must win by 2. It's 25 to win it here tonight, but you need to win by 2. So at 24-24, we play on. On a tee, smashed over. Big time kill that time from Benet Franck.
She literally, again, I think this is a coaching taught technique. The front row hitters are coming from behind the attack line just with full force.
Set point. Free pass over from the Magents. Front row on a tee, it was blocked. Set back up by the Blue Jays. Tossed over that time from Newman. Swing was there, a great dig from Jamestown, and a free pass over. On a tee down for Lundy. At the net, it drops in, and the point is there. Got the kill for Leah Hagerly, the sophomore. And 26-24 is the final of set 2. Jamestown goes up 2-0. Boy, this has been entertaining tonight, hasn't it?
Are you writing down the score fast? Nice play by Leah Hagerly. She might have gotten away with a net violation there, but she was a front row setter, so she had every ability to attack that.
2-0 at the end of 2 sets tonight. Extra points needed in set 2. What a showdown this has been. It's high school volleyball on the PSP Network. Set number 3 comes up next.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Well, this one's been entertaining tonight, to say the least. Extra points needed in set number 2, but it's the Blue Jays that lead Minot High on Minot High's home floor tonight, 2 sets to none on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Holberg alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelchuk for the call here tonight. Time for set 3 that's brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. 852-2646 or minotbraces.com is how you can get started with a free virtual consultation here today. It's Prestwich Orthodontics, and for the first time in 3 sets tonight, Jamestown registers the first point of the set.
And I got to give some credit to Benet Franck on Jamestown. That girl is like the happiest volleyball player I've seen in a long time.
Back-to-back points for the Blue Jays.
I want to give you credit, Big Kahuna, Nick Holberg here.
Big Kahuna.
Your transitions, like after timeouts and bringing the game back, like on time, have been spectacular tonight.
We're not missing tonight, I'm telling you. Big shot there. It's a doubleheader tonight on the PSP Network, by the way. You've got Legacy and Mandad, Todd Domrys and Mackenzie Quintus have the call tonight. That matchup down in the capital city. 2-1 down.
Sorry about that, Nick. Presley Bennett is starting, so there's a surprise right there, and she just had a great swing. So give her credit for a strong swing for her first set. So Coach Gertzen, not afraid to change it up, even with really a tight match all the way through. Jamestown's just come ahead with critical points at critical times to then get the win.
Some more big points there as that one dropped in from Trumbauer. And back to serve goes Hawkinson. Back to serve.
Yeah, and Hawkinson's been really, really impressive offensively tonight.
Time to start voting for who you think tonight's Sport Clips MVP of the contest is. Once again, Sport Clips brings you tonight's MVP of the matchup. tweet at us at Network PSP to let us know who you think that is. We'll have that announcement in tonight's Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Coming up at the end of the match tonight, we'll play 5 sets only if needed. First team to 3 will win it here tonight. Jamestown leading 2 sets to none. Czar has to pass it over at a free ball. Lundy keeps it alive for Minot High. Now Czar with a swing off speed of Cabe. Right at the net, tipped over, and the point registered there as the Blue Jays, Bernadette Newman, number 7 in the West of the kill category. He's got another one here tonight.
Nice athletic play by her. I really feel if Minot High would have put up a block there, they might have had a chance at a block. But better athletic play by Newman.
Sanders. Nwankwo got up after it. Block at the net here for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Or no, that was
she powered that one through, Nick.
Thank you. 12 kills coming into tonight for Nwankwo. That number continuing to rise as the sophomore from Minot High is really impressed at the halfway point to the season and made her claim for a spot on this varsity roster. Tipped over the net again, and the Blue Jays have found something there. And again, it's Newman that drops that one in.
Yeah, and always the unsung player in a play like that is that beautiful serve receive pass. Almost a lightning shot to the position, and you're really fortunate when you have a setter in Leah Hegerly who's tall. And if she's in her spot, I mean, it speeds up the play so that Minot High can't get in their defensive set, right? So really awesome serve receive pass by Peterson.
Deep on the kill attempts. Minot High gets the point and the service. 5-4 Blue Jays on top.
I don't know what I missed here, but Jamestown crowd is fired up about it.
They thought that ball went off the fingertips of Minot High's Duffner. Duffner said, Duffner's body language. No, her body language said the same thing.
Well, let me tell you, even if I did touch it and it was flying out, I was yelling that there was no touch.
Yeah. That's for all you young volleyball players at home.
Look at Peterson flying all over the court. Nice slide.
Blanco comes up and kills it to the back row. Founder spot delivered with velocity. And Minot High now is back within 1.
That is a beautiful play. And so let me just tell the viewers here. So Nwankwo naturally plays the middle position. So that set was put behind Duffner so that Nwankwo has to go around. And the reason you do that is to obviously mess with your opponent's block. That was timed perfectly. The set has to be pretty perfect and has to be pretty perfect for an amazing vertical in Nwankwo. So that was really a great play by Minot High. I'd like to see him do more of that.
All systems on go on that play without a doubt.
Serve receive struggling here, Minot High.
Kill attempt is there and count another one up as Benet Franck kills it home. By the way, if you're looking for senior portraits or game action shots, it's Mason Kramer Photography. Mason Kramer Photography, a great partner of the PSP Network, does a fantastic job again with senior portraits and game action shots. Carey was called on Minot High, and now the Blue Jays lead here 9-5.
That's a tough call for a setter.
Off the top of the net. Big time kill attempt, even bigger dig from Newman, but Newman sends it out of bounds. And Leah Walters got the kill for the Manchants here. Minot High pulls back within 3.
Heck of a swing by Leah Walter. And again, credit to Minot High. They're really evenly distributing the ball tonight. When they can, when they have a good serve receive pass or a good dig.
9-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Jamestown leading, but Minot High looking to get the point. They're going to say it was touched by Minot High. No, they're not.
Nope.
Jamestown fans don't like that one either.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see touch on that one.
Jamestown up 2 sets to none if you're just joining us here at set number 3 tonight from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. From the back, Minot High is going to send it to Lundy. She puts it over.
Nice set.
Blocked at the net, and then on a play, Minot High Jamestown scores the point.
Off the Minot High block and out. Point for Jamestown.
Big thanks again to Planet Pizza tonight. Again, it's 852-1700. You can order some of those stuffed breadsticks or a Blue Buffalo pizza at Planet Pizza.
Chicken wings, get their chicken wings.
Those are delicious, I'm telling you what. Big kill in the front row coming from the Blue Jays. And Hawkinson again has the motor turning here. The Blue Jays lead 11-7.
Yeah, she's standing out for me a little bit more and more as this match carries on. And again, Minot High's block has kind of been a little bit quiet here in set 3.
Well, there's some...
Ooh, this is a tough play. Tough one to play.
The line judge in the back left of your screen wasn't sure if it was in or not.
Well, she did call it in all the way. I'm surprised she saw it because Grace Sanders' back was to her, towards her, and the ball was completely hidden. But it was called in. Jamestown point.
Jamestown's on a roll right now, and here comes Jesse
yeah.
Gertson. Good call. He's going to take one right now. Gertson's up on the Minot High bench, and the Magents are going to talk things over as the Blue Jays are in the driver's seat looking for their 14th win of the season. They lead 13-7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It is North Dakota High School Volleyball here on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
The timeout. Jamestown had a block at the net for another point to double Minot High up now 14-7. They lead 2 sets to none on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Minot High has to find some energy here to get back in this set. Otherwise, the match will be done pretty quick.
For Minot High, a team that has seemed on the season to have the opportunity to step on it at the end of a set, to win a set. They just haven't been able to find that killer instinct, if you will. Credit Jamestown tonight with how good the Blue Jays actually are. But we see that again here tonight against a tough Blue Jay team for Minot High, where you really have to maybe look at Jamestown and how much credit they deserve on how good they actually are coming into Magic City campus here tonight.
Again, typically the reason for that is when you've won, you know how to win. When you haven't, it's a bit of a struggle in those tight points towards the end of a set, and you're essentially trying not to make a mistake, right? So then you lose aggression, or you maybe lose focus on a serve or receive pass. But when you start winning matches, then really you just kind of know what to do, and naturally it'll come. So Minot High just obviously has to play more matches and win more of those 5-set matches, and win, sets like set 1 and 2 that were tight all the way to the end. But they're not out of this. I'm not saying they're out of this at all. But they just need to find some energy and maybe get some big kills, get the crowd going.
Net violation on Minot High, and another crowd killer there, if you will.
Yeah, when the ball is nowhere near the block and you have a net violation, that's tough.
Jamestown could sort of sense it at this point right now. The Blue Jays leading big, but a big kill from Czar to keep Minot High and their hopes alive here tonight.
Yeah, if I'm Zoe Czar, I'd be swinging away every ball I get right now to try to power yourself back into this.
Leah Walter back to serve. Little drop shot there on the service. Walter puts it on a tee for Czar. She sends it over, and Czar's got the kill even after the effort there from Hagerly.
Yeah, there's that tight hand kind of shot, right? Again, that was never in our repertoire when I was playing.
Sent over. Minot High is going to get back-to-back points. Leah Walters got a service ace here for Minot High.
Critical here is getting touches on block for Minot High and defensive transition.
12 service aces on the year now for Leah Walter. Blocked at the net. Minot High registers the point, or was that into the tape?
You know, I didn't think there was a touch, but hey, if they give a block to Nwankwo, she'll take it. I'd take every block that I could possibly get at 5', 6.5", 5'8" on the program.
Service went out of bounds. Jamestown scores the point, 18-12. Big thank you again tonight to the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3 for your convenience. It's the UPS store, the Marketplace Foods Plaza, for all your packing and shipping needs. UPS store is a proud supporter of North Dakota high school athletics, along with Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942.
Wow.
Roger Ward Moving and Storage.com, where you can get a quote or schedule a move. It's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Czar kept it alive, then Sanders did the same. Free pass over. Here come the Blue Jays on the attack. Big swing, and the kill is there as Kinley Anderson's got another one. And the Blue Jays turn the corner at 20-12.
Hey, I knew it was 20 because you said turn the corner. Leah Hagerly, she's what I call a stay-at-home setter. Like, she's had so many chances to dump the ball as the setter, and she hasn't dumped one time. So I don't know if she's setting up WJA teams for the next, 2 years, because she, again, is a sophomore. But she really just stays at home and sets the ball.
Couple big kill attempts here for Jamestown. Minot found a way to dig up. Hagerly on a tee, tapped over. Nice play executed there. And again, it's Newman that drops that one in. Thought maybe we were going to see a big swing, and just the off-speed changeup, if you will, fell in on the Minot High side of the floor. The Blue Jays now are 4 points away.
Yeah, that 26-24 loss in set 2, and then also a tight, I can't remember the score, the set 1. Just seems to kind of pull the air out of the balloon here for Minot High.
25-23 in the first one. It was tight in the first one as well. 3 points the difference in sets 1 and 2 here tonight. And here in set number 3, Minot High needs a big-time rally if they want to force a fourth set here tonight. Tapped over again, same play coming from Newman, and Newman's gonna register another kill. Boy, she's been fun to watch here tonight.
Yeah, she could be in the running.
I think
here.
so.
Hawkinson, obviously Hagerly, who's delivered the ball consistently for the whole match.
Nold, by the way, is on the edge of the bench right now here for the Blue Jays. She's got her left leg up on a chair. Glad to see she's back up. That's a good sign. Nwankwo's going to come over and score.
Yeah, and that's such a nice play by Nwankwo. I mean, again, she's hanging in the air for a good 35 minutes there, and is able to kind of scan where she wants to place the ball. But, she's looking to hit, and then she pulls back just last second and tips. That's a nice offensive play by her.
23-14, that one off the net. Again, Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you the show here tonight. They have over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. They're the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. Means there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. At the net, there's going to be a net violation coming here.
Yeah, and there was that dump play. I'm wondering if was it Hagerly that did that behind the back dump in set 1? Did you write down the number of who did that?
It was actually Nold.
Nold, yeah.
Kill attempt again that time. Falls on the Jamestown side, so Minot High staying alive here in this showdown.
Yeah, and Nold's got to be proud of her team, right? She goes down, and they have not missed really a beat offensively. There's the dump.
You called it.
Yeah, I really, haven't seen her do it yet, but she is going to have such an arsenal of plays. And especially if she starts jump setting. And I'm sure her coach / her mother will have her doing that in the off season.
I doubt they work on that in the garage or out in the driveway at all. We've reached the set point here tonight. Only joking, of course.
Whatever. I used to set a ton of balls against above the garage door. I say garage, you say garage.
Over it comes for Czar, and she scores. ServPro set point. ServPro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technologies, fire and water cleanup and restoration at ServPro of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you the set point, and this is a match point as well. Minot High's got to be careful here to make sure the rotation stays intact.
Well, I'm confused as to what's going on, and well, what happened was the wrong player went in, or is up there to go in, the wrong player, but you can't. Can you switch it?
Now they've got it figured out.
Yeah, and I was, shout out to my good buddy Janice Girding, also a referee forever, referee of the year last year. I'm texting with her about delays of game and yellow cards and red cards, things I used to get. We haven't really seen, and my friends won't be surprised to hear that I used to get a bunch of yellow and red cards, nor has Janice. But just kind of, there haven't been a lot. I don't think we've seen one, have we? During our wonderful time together commentating.
I didn't even know of it, so it was new to me. That one dropped in. Set point, 24-18. This one's going to be on a tee. Too much on that kill attempt coming from the far side from Trumbauer. Minot High not done yet.
No, yeah, lucky point there. So I don't know, Minot High, run with that.
The Jets trying to stay alive. Ball put into play. Front row from Hagerly. There's a smash and a kill. And a set match victory as Haley Hawkinson
25-19.
delivers it home. 25-19 the final. Let's head to our post-game show brought to you by Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors. We'll have our move of the game. We'll also have our MVP of the contest here tonight. Final score again, 3 sets to none. Jamestown takes care of Minot High.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Jamestown Blue Jays down Minot High tonight, 3-0 in an entertaining volleyball match at Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Set number 1, 25-23. Extra points needed at set number 2, 26-24. Set number 3, 25-19. Blue Jays kind of ran away with it a bit there at the end. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroad postgame show here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors brings you the postgame with Shots. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. And don't forget to get fueled up on a delicious menu at Shots Crossroads that includes the famous number 99. You can order online, shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Well, we're going to hop right into tonight's player of the game. We've got Haley Hawkinson that joins us here, the commit to the University of Jamestown, and we see why here tonight. First things first, big win for you girls tonight. It seemed like Minot High put up a heck of a fight, but you guys really had great teamwork here tonight to put you into the winner's circle here tonight. How are you feeling after a win like that?
It feels really good, especially when one of our main girls gets hurt, to be able to continue and fight for her and fight for our team.
Yeah, you know, that was actually my third question I was going to ask you, but we can just like piggyback off of your answer. What's it like for a team? I was talking to Nick during the broadcast. It's not really discussed a whole lot. When one of your players goes down, you really have to focus on what you're doing and not worry about her. That's easy to say, right? Not easy to do. So how is it that your team rallied? Did your coach say something? And really, who becomes the leader on the floor?
So right away, it was sort of hectic because she's a girl that goes all the way around. So trying to fill the spot is hard when she's one of our 2 setters.
Yes.
But I think just everybody talking together and working together really helped it, and being able to like fight for her, like knowing that she's on the bench hurt, like being able to do it for her and for like the good of our team.
And you definitely did. Talk to me about your offense. What is your favorite offensive shot to do? You look like somebody that just comes flying with your approach and just powers through to the floor or through a block. But do you have a favorite offensive shot?
I love running ones.
Okay.
But
can you explain that to the crowd? What's a one?
A quick right from the setter's hands through the middle.
Okay.
But I also love hitting on the outside, even though I'm in the middle.
Okay, that's awesome. Talk to us about your approach. Is this something that Coach Hagerly teaches you ladies? Like, it's for me, you're almost behind the attack line in the front row, and you are just like, your momentum is so strong. Are you taught that from young? That's what Hagerly says. Hey, this is how we're going to do your, spike approach. Is that kind of the thing?
Yeah, at practice, we actually have an X on the line.
Oh, wow.
Right behind the attacking line that we need to get to.
Okay, because I noticed how religious every one of you guys was, is you get back there. So obviously, most of your sets are a little higher then, so that you can get that full approach in.
Yeah.
But that's a great coaching technique that she gives you guys, so kudos. So I love the fact that you love it. We used to call it a quick out of the middle.
Yeah.
Do you do any slides, or do you do any funky stuff that you like to do out of the middle? Or
Yeah, I like the threes, like the shoot.
Yep. Inside shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Good stuff.
Great job here tonight. You have Century coming up right around the corner, and it's a Century Patriot team that has been unbeaten on the year. They took you guys earlier on this year. Obviously, that was a lot earlier in the season. What needs to happen in order to take down the giant that is Bismarck Century right now?
I think to really go in with confidence, and like everybody looks at them as big bad Century. We can't do that. We need to go in like they're every other team and play them like we would any other team. Like, it's almost a mind game sometimes. Don't get in our heads before the game even starts.
Well said. What do you think play-wise has to happen for you guys to beat them?
Just don't let the ball hit the ground.
Yep.
Just don't let anything hit the ground. That's the main point. Like, we can hit, we can do that, but the play's over as soon as the ball hits the ground.
Well said. So just throw any and all balls at
Yes.
them in any way in the court for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Haley, great job tonight.
Thank you.
Does the setter, Hagerly, does she owe you some steak dinner or something from, I don't know where you guys stop after with the bus, or do you owe her for the sets that she's given you?
We owe each other. It's mutual.
Yeah. Good call. Great job here tonight.
Thank you.
That's Haley Hankinson, our player of the game tonight, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips here at our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroad post-game show here tonight. Fantastic stuff again here, Haley. Safe ride back to Jamestown.
Congratulations to you, player of the game. Great job.
Fantastic stuff. It is our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show here tonight. They owe each other. Don't you love that? The teamwork is evident in the Jamestown culture, and you can see that. You can see why they're ranked number 2 right now in the WDA, and big matchup coming up with Century right around the corner. That was a fun one here tonight. Overall, your thoughts on this showdown tonight at Magic City Campus's gymnasium?
Yeah, just quickly, so cool to watch Haley go down and get hugs from her parents. Isn't that great?
I love it.
Love sport. Love sport. Really an entertaining match in set 1 and set 2. I feel like if Minot High could have stole one of those, the match would have been different. But once that second game or second set was lost at 24-26, they came out flat in set 3 and kind of Jamestown dominated. I got to say, Jamestown's just an overall consistent volleyball team. There really wasn't, for me, there wasn't anything flashy. Did you see a whole lot of service aces? No, not really. Right? Did you see a whole lot of dumps by the setter? No, she just sets the ball. But what I do see that's different is that offensively, when they go to hit balls, I mean that approach, great to hear Haley say that the coach sets an X on the floor that they have to get back to, okay? And what I want to say to the viewers about this is that what she's doing is that she's banking on the fact that if you come full steam with your attack, okay, you're going to power through blocks and you're going to have a better opportunity of seeing, obviously, the court when you're high up in the air with that full approach. So, their offensive attack is impressive. Otherwise, everything else is just consistent with them. And honestly, defensively, wonderful. These are going to win the matches, and really I'd love for us to go and call that game between Jamestown and Century. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah, without a doubt. Do you see one team over the other there that has an advantage, or do you think that could be a real dogfight? Obviously, the standings say that that's going to be the primetime matchup probably of the year.
My bet is that it will be won by defense.
I think that's a fair bet.
Mm-hmm. It'll be won by defense.
That will be a fun one, without a doubt. It's coming up around the corner. More to come up here on our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. When we come back, we'll break down this matchup further. We'll have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, and our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. We just talked to her. No real surprise there, but we'll go back into that in just a moment when we come back. To wrap things up tonight here in Minot, 3-0, the final. Jamestown takes care of Minot High in tonight's best-of-5 matchup in WDA high school volleyball.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Only needed 3 sets tonight to find a winner in WDA play. Jamestown takes a victory over Minot, 3 sets to none. They improved to 14-2 on the year. Minot High falls to 4-10. Welcome back into our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show alongside of Dr. Melissa Spelcher. I'm Nick Holberg. Thanks for being with us here tonight. Again, Planning Team Financial Advisors is there for you whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online, planningteam.com. And don't forget to get fueled up after the match, the game, the meet, whatever it may be at Shots Crossroads. Their menu includes the famous number 99. Order online, shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. That place
are we welcome
yes.
at Shots Crossroads.
Mozzarella sticks and ham and cheese balls are calling my name here tonight. Let's take a look back at this matchup here tonight. Prestwich Orthodontics brings you a look back at the match, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. You can visit them online at minotbraces.com to get started with your free virtual consultation. 25-23, Jamestown took set one.
25-23. Yeah.
Teeter-totter affair in that first one. It really was. One of the big storylines of that first set here tonight is that one of the top players here for the Jamestown Blue Jays, McKenna Nold, went down with a lower body injury. She had 86 kills coming into tonight, 14 blocks, and 237 assists. Number 5 in the WDA in assists. Led the team in aces coming in. Oh, not to mention she had 128 digs on the season before the showdown tonight, and she was only in for about 10 points. A big factor here tonight. You talked earlier on here in our postgame show to our player of the game and Haley Hawkinson talking about what a difference it made not having her in the lineup here tonight, but it really says a lot about this Jamestown team, doesn't it, to be able to move on without her.
Yeah, and that they rallied together, right? They all came together and fought for her, fought for Noel not being in the lineup early on in that set one. Lower body injury, it would be, I would assume it's probably a rolled ankle, I think is what happened under the net there. And hopefully she comes back stronger for the rest of the season.
Agreed. 26-24 in set two. It was Jamestown that needed extra points to get the victory in the second set, and that was kind of the deflator here tonight. Yeah. It seemed, as you mentioned, the set number 3, it was all Jamestown. They won 25-19 to take a 3-0 victory over Minot High. Let's take a look now at tonight's move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers Moving and Storage can help you with your moving and storage needs. They have locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Their website is jobberswarehouse.com. It's your Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. I wrote it down because it was so good. Let's go all the way back to set number 1 tonight. Nold had a no-look behind-the-head dump across the net that put Jamestown on top 9-8. That was their first lead of the night.
Wow. And it was a huge rally, right, when she made that play. And you, honestly, those are things you don't coach. Like, you can't coach that. That is straight athleticism and a knowledge of what's going on the other side of the floor, and really just awesome volleyball IQ there to make that play happen. Absolutely great call. Kahuna on the move of the game.
I thought it was the Kahuna.
Yeah, let me get it right. The Kahuna.
I just hope nobody shows up with those T-shirts on for the next one. Let's hop in now to our Sport Clips MVP of the contest. We already talked to her here tonight, Haley Hawkinson, our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck brought you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips. We'll be headed there tomorrow.
Oh, you're going there tomorrow?
Yeah, it's getting a little
long.
Little shaggy up on the top. There was a lot of girls that probably could have had this on their resume here tonight, but I think that was a good pick for tonight's MVP of the contest.
Yeah, Peterson was solid. She was flying around in the back of the court. I really like Leah Hagerly. I think that setter is going to be a setter to watch for the next 2 years in the WDA and in the state. But Haley Hawkinson, just a lot of power shots tonight. And if you heard her talk about how she loves that quick out of the middle, a 1, she really just executed it so well. And with authority, right? Like when I say with power, right, it's with authority. It's kills that aren't getting any touches, whether it's on the defensive end or from the block. So those are game changers and confidence boosters for an offensive hitter. So kudos to Haley Hawkinson and kudos to Leah Hagerly for setting her well all night.
One of those MVPs that you mentioned or the Hagerly play could have probably been our move of the game, and that was late in set number 3 where she had a perfect set all night long, and then she just fooled everybody with a dump to turn the corner. I think that probably made it 23 or 22, something like that. I don't remember what it was, but that was a game changer as well.
Yeah,
here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And Taylor Falcon had a nice tricky dump in set 2. But yeah, I talked about it. Hagerly is a stay-at-home setter, right? She just sets the ball pretty much 99% of the time. But she had a chance to dump there. I would venture to say that in the next 2 years, as she develops her game, she'll create more offense for herself. So she'll still set the ball well and a lot, but she's going to have some offensive shots because she's tall. She's got a great sense of the net, and she's got the right person in her corner with her mom / coach giving her all the skills. So awesome stuff.
Doesn't hurt at all. By the way, upcoming on the PSP Network the rest of this week, Scotty K's show is on tomorrow night. You can also listen to the Jordan Wilhelm podcast. Those are on the live tab on the PSP Network website, psp.network, and then Friday a football doubleheader. Shanley at Mandan, St. Mary's is at Legacy. We'll have both of those games for you. I will not have Minot High athletics the rest of the week.
Why? What are you doing?
I'm in my sister-in-law's wedding coming up.
Oh, that's fantastic. Where's that at?
It's in Bismarck. Should be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Coming up this week. More volleyball next week. Legacy at Minot on Tuesday.
Well, that's the game we're doing.
And then Thursday, football, Minot's at West Fargo. I'll have the call of that for you next week. Bismarck's at Century in a classic each and every year. And then Thursday the 26th, girls swimming, Williston at Minot. And then Friday the 28th, quarterfinal football will start on the PSP Network. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Stay up to date with all things from the WDA across the high school sports world. Dr. Spelchin, final thoughts on tonight's WDA Showdown.
Well, I'd love to, if you could give me a couple moments just to give some shout-outs here. Jen Dixon will be entering the Minot State University Athletic Hall of Fame this weekend for volleyball and softball. She was one of the most entertaining athletes that I have ever seen play both sports, but she's an even better person. She deserves this accolade, and I wish her and her family a wonderful weekend. Whitney Aberly is entering the Hall of Fame as well for golf. Not a whole lot of female golf athletes that are in the Hall of Fame, so kudos to Whitney. And then also many of Gary Leslie, the legendary Gary Leslie's gymnastics athletes are getting inducted this weekend. So lots of great female representation going into the Hall of Fame at Minot State this weekend.
Beautiful stuff.
In regards to the match, you know, if I'm Minot High, I'm a little disappointed tonight. You know, excellent effort in set 1 and 2, and set 3 again. The air just came out. It could be, Nick, you know, argue with me if I'm wrong here. It could be like a lot of these 5 set matches are wearing on them a little bit. So they have to figure out a way to rejuvenate, get back to what they've been doing well, which it just felt like nobody really stood out on the Minot High side tonight. I was really impressed with their block. I think, was it in set 1 or set 2? Set 2, where I was like, wow, like they are all over the place. They just need to figure out a way to win those big points when the matches are tight. Really, as a setter and as a floor leader, I knew exactly who I wanted to get the ball in those moments, and that player needs to put the game away. That just doesn't seem to be happening for Minot High. But, you know, the season has 4 matches left, right? So if they could win out or go 3-1 in the final, that could prove they could be running into the playoffs in a dangerous way. I don't know who all makes the playoffs. Is it everybody, or is it the top 8, or how does that work?
Well, 11 will play. Let's see, how does this work? 8 are going to get into the WDA tournament, but there will be play-in games to decide spots 7 and 8. So there's going to be some play-in games that are going to happen, I do believe. My math wouldn't add up. 8 would play 11. 10 would play 9,
I got it.
I do believe. We'll have to look and see how that exactly shapes up.
So there's still time, right, to kind of to get in a groove, to get in a, you know, a match win streak like Jamestown has. I want to give Coach Gertzen credit. A lot of times you have you know, persons that maybe pass judgment on the coach, that they're not bringing in other players, and he just seems to be sticking with the same people. He has really subbed in and tried different combinations to try to get wins. So I want to give him credit there. And he's also giving kids experience.
Yes.
Right? It might not show results right now, but it should show down the road, so that those players, when they get into those play-in games or into the playoffs, they're not going to be shocked when they're in the match, right? They'll have some muscle memory of remembering that they were in matches. So I got to give Coach Gertzen credit. He's not sitting back and just having the same 6 out there, right? He's trying different things to try and see what is proven to, you know, get some wins. For Jamestown, let's get Noel back in the lineup, right? They're going to be working on her ankle hopefully before Thursday, and definitely before the Century game, with probably an ice bath.
Oh, thanks.
Right? Just memories, right? But really, keep playing great defense. Keep keeping serves in. Nothing flashy with the service game, but they had serves in. And keep with that powerful offense out of the front row.
A lot of fun tonight. Thanks for your time, as always.
Yeah, great to see you. Enjoy the wedding.
I sure
Congratulations to your sister-in-law and your wife, and have a great time with your kids, and make sure you do a couple great 2-steps and polkas.
It will be a riot.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. It was a riot tonight.
The kahuna will be on the dance floor.
I don't know about that. It was a riot tonight for Jamestown. They take care of Minot 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Big thanks again to Andrew Woodbeck for his help running the camera tonight. And as always, big thank you to Dr. Melissa Spelchin. Fantastic job, as always. A lot of fun here tonight.
So much fun.
Nick Holberg signing off. Join us later this week for high school football on the PSP Network. Till next time, please have a good night, and God bless.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by